Hello students. So students, as we know that we are completing chapter number 1 of class 10th mathematics, real numbers. Okay. So in the previous classes student, we have learned what are real numbers, what are the types of real numbers. After that we have discussed Euclid division lemma, and after the discussion of Euclid division lemma, we go through the concept how to prove a given number irrational. Okay. So today we are going to start the last topic of this chapter, that is decimal expansion of rational number. Okay, decimal expansion of rational number. So student, in the class 9th we have learned what is rational number. In the class 10th also we have learned what is rational number, and in the previous classes you have gone through the concept, the difference between rational and irrational. Okay, there were some properties about rational as well as irrational. Okay, we know that rational numbers can be of two types. First type is terminating rational number, and the second type is non-terminating rational number. Okay, when the rational numbers are non-terminating, so they are repeating in nature. Okay, but in the contrast of a irrational number, we all know that they are non-terminating, non-repeating. Okay, but in this section we will study only the terminating decimal expansion of a rational number. Okay, terminating and non-terminating both. Okay, so how will you able to check whether a given rational number is terminating or non-terminating? So there is some conditions about that. Okay, so we all know that any rational number can be represented in P upon Q form. We all know that any rational number can be represented in P upon Q form. Okay, where P and Q are integers, or we can say co-prime, and Q is not equal to 0. I can mention here P and Q are co-prime and Q is not equal to 0. It is known as the rational number. Okay? Rational number. Okay? Any rational number can be represented in P upon Q form, where P and Q are co-primes, and Q is not equal to 0. Okay? And we all know that the nature of the rational number, it can be terminating, and if it is not terminating, it will be repeating in nature. Okay, so how will you able to recognize whether a given number is terminating and whether a given number is not terminating? Okay, so there is some rules which we have to follow. Suppose you have mentioned any rational number in, suppose you are writing any rational number in P upon Q form. Okay, P upon Q form. Okay, we all know that any rational number can be represented P upon Q form. Now, for checking it is terminating or non-terminating, we do the prime factorization of Q, that is the denominator of P by Q, okay? Which is the denominator of P by Q. So for checking whether it is terminating or non-terminating, we do the prime factorization of the denominator, that is Q, because Q is here denominator. And if in the denominator the factor of 2 and 5 comes only, either 2 comes, either 5 comes, or both comes together, so in that case whatever rational numbers are there that should be a terminating rational number. Okay? For example, suppose I have represented any rational number in P by Q form. So first what you have to do, you have to do the prime factorization of Q, that is denominator. And when Q is equal to the form of 2 to power m and 5 to power n, where m and n are whole number, or you can say integers including 0. So when q is of the form 2 to power m and into 5 to power n. It means the prime factor of 2 and 5 only. So in that case, whatever rational numbers are there, that will be terminating in nature. So we can say then rational number will be terminating. Okay? When the denominator is of the form 2 to power n into 5 to power n, where m and n are whole number, then we can say whatever rational numbers are there, that will be terminating rational number. Okay? Now, just opposite to that, when q is not of the form, 2 to power m into 5 to power n, and m and n, you know, they are whole numbers. So in that case, whatever rational number will be given, that will be non-terminating. So we can say, so in that case, then rational number will be non-terminating in nature. Okay? There are two types of rational number, terminating and non-terminating. So like this, we have to identify whether a given rational number is terminating or non-terminating. In simple word, when you have to check whether a given number is terminating or non-terminating, just you have to do the prime factorization of the denominator of the rational number. Okay? And after the prime factorization, in the prime factorization of denominator, only 2 and 5 means only 2, either 2 or 5 or both comes together. In spite of these two numbers, nothing else comes, so we can say that number will be terminating. Or when along with 2 and 5 any other number comes, means suppose 2 is also coming, 5 is also coming, but along with that another number is also coming, like 3, 7, 11, like this. So we can say that number will not be a terminating in nature, that number will be non-terminating. Okay, so I will clear you this concept by using one question. Okay, so I hope that you have got this concept. Now write down all the things or whatever things you want to take the screenshot. Now I am going to tell you how to check it. Okay, suppose student, you have to check 3/8 is terminating or non-terminating. Is terminating or non-terminating. Suppose you have to check non-terminating. Okay? Non-terminating rational number. Suppose you have to check this, whether it is terminating or non-terminating. So what you do? See, it is 3/8. It means it is a rational number. Okay? So we can represent it in the form of p by q. So suppose I have written p/q. So suppose this is the solution. Suppose p/q is equal to 3/8. So by seeing this, student, we can say it is a rational number where numerator is 3 and denominator is 8. So what I told you, what you have to do, you have to do the prime factorization of that denominator, means 8. So here 8 is the denominator, which is equal to the q, because q is equal to 8. And when we will do the prime factorization of 8, we will get 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, 2 into 2 into 2. This also can be written as 2⁻3. See student, only 2 is coming, na? Only 2 is coming. There is not 5 coming. But no problem. If 5 is not coming, so this thing can be written as 2⁻3 into 1. 2⁻3 into 1. It can be written. And that one can be written as 2⁻3 into 5⁻0. Because we need to represent it in the form of 2 to power m into 5 to power n. So that denominator is represented in the form of 2⁻3 into 5 to power 0. So by calculating this prime factor of q, we can say that q is of the form power m and 5 to power n. I told you when q is the form of 2 to power m into 5 to power n, so that number will be a terminating rational number. Okay, so you can see now the value of m and n is 3 and 0, and I told you m and n are whole numbers, so it means that it is satisfying the criteria of terminating rational number. So we can say 3 upon 8 is terminating rational number. Terminating rational number. Okay. See, if 2 is coming in the denominator, then also it will be a terminating. If only 5 is coming, then also it will be terminating. And if both are coming together, then also it will be a terminating rational number. But along with 2 and 5, if any other number comes, then it means that it cannot be represented in the form of 2 to power m into 5 to power n. So in that case, that number will be non-terminating. So I can give you the example of non-terminating also. Okay, so please note down these things. Okay, so now next example I can give you. In place of 3 by 8, in place of 3 upon 8, I can write 5 upon 42. Suppose I have written 5 upon 42, and you need to check whether it is terminating or non-terminating rational number. So again, this is a rational number, so it can be represented in the form of p by q. So it is 5 upon 42. Okay. Now the denominator is 42, so we have to do the prime factorization of the denominator. So q is 42, and when we will do the prime factorization of 42, we will get 2 into 3 into 7. 2 into 3 into 7. Now student, you can see that 2 is coming, but along with 2, other number is also coming. Along with 2, 5 can come, but besides 2 and 5, not other number can come. Means either it will 2 only, either it will 5 only, or both 2 and 5. But along with 2 and 5, if any other number comes like 3, 7, 9, 11, so in that case, that number will not be terminating, that will be non-terminating. So we can say q is not of the form 2 to power m into 5 to power n, because along with 2 any other number comes. Along with 2, 5 can come, but not any other number can come. So it means that this number will not be a terminating, this number will be non-terminating. So we can say 5 upon 42 is non-terminating rational number. Okay. So I hope that this is clear to you. One more example I can give you, so please note down it. Just you have to do the prime factorization of q, then you have to see in the prime factor of denominator what is coming. If 2 and 5 is coming only, then it is okay, and if along with 2 and 5 any other number comes, then it will not be a terminating, it will be a non-terminating. Okay. One more question, student. upon 150. Okay, you have to check 6 upon 150 is terminating or non-terminating. So when we have studied the concept of rational number, we know that it can be represented in the form of p by q, where p and q are co-prime. Co-prime means their common factor is only 1. Okay, so when you solve it, so you assume it p by q 6 upon 150. Now student, one thing you should keep in your mind, that whatever p upon q is given, that is simplified or not, means it should be in simplified form. After that we go through the remaining process. Okay, first step is that you have to see whether it is simplified or not simplified. In the previous question it was simplified, so that's why we directly applied the method. But in this question you can see 6 upon 150 is not simplified. Okay, so first you need to simplify it. Okay, so when you simplify it, student, what you will get? You will get 2 upon 6 1 are 6 and this will be 25. Okay, so 1 by 25 will come. So after simplification, what we are getting? We are getting P upon Q is equal to 1 upon 25. Now it is simplified form. So first you need to simplify it, then you go through the remaining process. So you can see, student, now what is Q here? Q is 25, means denominator is 25. And when we do the prime factorization of 25, we can write it 5 into 5, or we can say 5 square. So now you can see 5, only 5 is coming, and I told you if only 5 is coming, then it will be a terminating. Now 2 is not coming, so this can also be written as 5 square into 1. Can be right now? 5 square into 1, and that one can be written as 5 to power 2 into 2 to power 0. Because if the power of any number is 0, the power of any number, either it is negative or positive, if the power of any number is 0, its value is 1. We know this concept in laws of exponent. So for representing in the form of 2 to power m into 5 to power m, that's why I have multiplied 1 here. Otherwise, if you solve up to here only, that will be correct also. But if you represent it in the form of 2 to power m into 5 to power m, it will be much better. Okay, so that's why I have written like this. So now you can see, student, when we have done the prime factorization of denominator, we are getting 5 square into 2 to power 0, and which is equivalent to the form of 2 to power m and into 5 to power n. So we can say that because Q is in the form of 2 to power m into 5 to power n, hence 6 upon 150 is terminating rational number. Terminating rational number. Okay? So what you have learned from this concept, student, what you have learned, just we need to, whenever any rational number is given, you will represent it in the form of P by Q. By seeing the rational number, you can analyze the denominator. After analyzing the denominator, first you have to do the simplified form. Okay, first you need to see whether it is simplified or not. If it is simplified, then it is good, and if it is not simplified, then you need to simplify it first. Okay, after simplification, you need to do the prime factorization of Q, and when you do the prime factorization of Q, you will see the prime factor of Q. If in the prime factor of denominator or Q, if 2 is coming, then also it will be terminating. If only 5 is coming, then also it will be terminating. And if both are coming, means 2 and 5 both are coming, then also it will be a terminating rational number. But along with 2 or along with 5 or along with both, if any other number comes, then it will be non-terminating rational numbers. So I hope that whatever things I taught you today, that is clear to you. In the next class, student, we will study how to check after how many places a given rational number will terminate. Because non-terminating rational number will never terminate; it will go to up to infinite places. So in the terminating rational number, how will you able to check? How will you able to check? Ki after how many places it will terminate? That thing we will learn in the next class. So I hope that whatever things I taught you today, that is clear to you. Remaining thing we will discuss in the next part of the video. So till then, students, have a nice day. Take care. Thank you.